Welcome back to the Pitch Pod, everyone. I am Jeff Stebbins. Join alongside me, as always, my co-host, Joe Janner. I don't know if the news got to you. I don't know if you heard, Joe, but they have a new head coach for the U.S. men's national team, and it's someone that I think everyone's fairly familiar with. So on those two topics, if you want to, if I could get your thoughts, I think it'd be really interesting.
Well, the first one, I don't know that I would put a leader or a top talent that is potentially going to project U.S. men's national team to another level. But I think that he should be somebody that Pochettino, as the new hire for the men's national team, looks at. And in that role and that responsibility, probably reevaluate and audit, for lack of better words, the whole system to look and see what is out there talent-wise. And I would hope that he is in a position to look to find players that are maybe not prototypically or already established within the system. So I think that's one thing to be excited about. Now, on the other side, often at every level, when a new manager is brought in, they're looking for immediate results. That's a part of it. But looking at a change and looking at being somebody that can make a magnificent or significant difference into what's going on. Is Pochettino that person? I think that's probably giving him more credit than is possible, but I'm not going to say that he can't do it. It's early on. I mean, let's give the guy some time to get done and to talk about and to then prove that he's able to do what he said he's going to do. I just don't know that all the hype that's been behind it is as aligned with what it can eventually be into the short-term future and really to that extent, longer term.
Interesting. And I will say this, I think everyone knows Copa was a disappointment. There had to be some changes in the system. And I think watching the previous World Cup, I think a lot of people also recognize that strategy, it relies on a lot of luck. It relies on Christian Pulisic a little bit too heavily. So I hope that moving forward, whether he's the guy or not to change things, I don't know. Kind of like what you said, I'm not sure. A lot of people feel really good about it given his history as a manager. But either way, I think most people recognize, whether it's looking at new players or from a strategy perspective, what we're doing. And if we continue that, it's unlikely we'll have positive results in the upcoming World Cup based on what we've seen so far. So I hope he mixes things up because, putting that much weight on one player who, yes, is extremely talented, but it's so easy for them to go down, get hurt. And then you have no game plan. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But overall, you're kind of waiting to see how it turns out, and you're not feeling too passionate about it one way or the other. Is that what I'm picking up from you, Joe?
I think it's an accurate assessment or analysis of what I'm saying. Exactly that. Like, not overly excited, not overly disappointed, really looking at this as an opportunity to see give the guy a chance, if you will, for lack of better words. I'm not even going back to suggest that his CV or what I think that it could be done or what's in place is going to happen, more so just curious to see if it's different. I think that's the key word. Is this somebody that is willing to do something different and put something together outside of what has been done as a means to achieve the results that I think that everybody thinks that the U.S. men's national team could achieve? So that would be my take on where things are going. Hopefully we'll see it sooner or later. I think the stat is going to be 20-something odd games that he would be in charge of up to the World Cup. So that's going to be a significant amount of matches and time that we're going to be able to see what is happening. I mean, I'm looking forward to the next international break, right? So we'll see.
Yeah, it should be fun. We should be seeing him in action fairly soon. But I agree. I think the key word is different, and I think most people would support that statement for sure. And hopefully it'll be a good different at that. But